everyone. This is the Tyrant In Training podcast, and I am Kevin, and I'm joined by the love of my life, Celine.
Aww.
Yeah, no, there you go. You didn't expect that, did you? No. See? Just forget the intro. Let's just go. Let's go cuddle. No.
Hello,
Celine. We're also joined by our cat, Ellie, who sometimes chats to us when she's been all cuddly as well.
Hi.
But at this point she's settled now, and she's
is,
just
yeah.
so it's fine. This podcast, do you want to say what it's about, or will I?
I will.
Okay, what is this podcast about?
This is a comedy improv podcast. That's hard to say.
Improv comedy podcast.
Oh, you've done this before. Where you talk to people and ask them questions about what they'd be like if they were running their own country. They could be benevolent or malevolent.
Or anything in between.
I
don't even attempt to do that half the time. Yeah, well done.
Thanks.
Jeez, the confidence. So, I wanted to tell you something, right? And I don't know if you picked up on it, right? I've noticed it the last couple of weeks. So, do you remember there was a time there in the space of like a week, my laptop crashed?
Yes.
I had to get it fixed when they told me, nope, no chance of getting this fixed. What else went in it? My mouse was gone.
Yeah.
I feel like there was some problem. Oh, the headphones.
You got to.
I need to get new headphones as well, right? So and I left the mouse up in Galway, which is a couple hours distance away, right? And then later I found out it was in my bag, but at the time I thought it was lost. So I went in and bought a new one.
Yes.
And this is the problem, okay?
Oh.
What I've noticed is, and I've tried my best, and we're just going to have to admit it out in the open and just let it be. The mouse is too loud.
Oh, really?
It's far too loud. It's so annoying, right? So, for example, I would say to you, let's say if we're doing a podcast about our lives, and I'm like, where would you like to go on holiday?
Yeah.
Right? And how's your geography?
Not great.
Can you hear that?
I can,
It's and you can hear the tapping, and it's a disaster.
I haven't noticed it, but...
Oh, well, I've tried my best by just shouting while I'm editing. But, so I'm going to have to dump this stupid
Just
mouse.
go back to the other mouse that was in your bag.
Yeah, I think it's in the press here, but I'm not going to look now in case I can't find it. But yeah, so thanks for saying you couldn't hear it.
Oh, you're welcome.
Anyway, hopefully on this episode it's the same thing. So I'm joined this episode by a TV writer from LA and also a comedian called Ashley Ray.
Woo.
Some of these people's names, they're great names.
Yeah.
Names.
Basic.
What? Ryan is what you're going to say.
Kevin
Ryan. Anyway. You know, there is actually a famous Kevin Ryan who's a comedian in America.
Yeah, you have told me that before.
Yeah, disastrous. So...
You'd have to change your name. You'd have to change... Do you know, like with Screen Actors Guild and stuff, they have to change their names. They're the same person. What would you change your name to if you...
Why would I have to change my name?
Because he's already an existing comedian of, like, you know, some...
No, that's not how it works.
It is. It's like whoever is more like... Whoever first... No, is it whoever first, like, kind of registered themselves with the Screen... I don't think there's actually a thing of this in comedy, but I'm just trying to...
Oh, he's a prick. He's older than me.
Just trying to do a fun little thing of... What would your name be? What would you change your name to?
I Kevin Bond.
Ah.
There you go.
Yeah,
just so people understand, like, there's so many Ryans in Ireland. A Ryan usually has, like, a secret hidden second name to it. There's different ones. Yes. So mine is Bond.
Yes.
Which is just white and Irish.
Yeah.
Which I've never... Yeah. Kevin White. Do I just call myself Kevin White?
Oh, I'm sure there's Kevin White.
Did you know? You know how... Sorry, this is completely off point, but I will get to Ashley Ray. Do you know what Kevin White... There was a wrestler called... I think it was Kerwin White.
Oh, okay.
Kerwin White or something like that. It was actually... Do you remember Eddie Guerrero?
Yes.
People might remember that name. He had a brother, or he has a brother, called Chavo Guerrero.
Yes.
At some point when he was in the WWE, led by Vince McMahon at the time, remember?
Mm-hmm.
Noted awful man.
Mm-hmm.
He decided, let's switch it up. So he turned... The Guerrero family are famous in Mexican wrestling, especially as a, like, dynasty for wrestling, you know? They changed him from Chavo Guerrero, Mexican wrestler, to... He might be from Texas, but either way, he's Mexican heritage. To Kerwin White, a white golfer or something. Awful. I'll show you the videos later.
Oh, dear.
So yeah, Kevin White might be too close to that.
Yeah.
So, anyway, this week,
Yes.
I have Ashley
Ashley
Ray,
Ray.
TV writer and comedian. She also
Very cool.
She has a comedy album on Spotify if you want to check out,
Oh,
called Ice Cream Money.
Love
You
it.
check that out. And she's also, I think, mostly on Instagram. So if you look for Ashley Ray comedian.
Yes.
I'm going to do the dreaded massive sound of a mouse clicking.
Sorry, everybody. I'll talk over this, and hopefully they will mask the sound of the clicking, and he's still clicking. And
Yeah, the Ashley Ray is on Instagram. And also, you might be interested in this. This is something you didn't know. She has a podcast you can find, and it is called TV I Say. TV I Say.
Okay.
Like, oh, I say.
Yes.
Type of thing, right?
Yes.
TV I Say. Do you know who she's had in it?
Who?
Jason Mantzoukas.
Future
Jason Mantzoukas.
current Taskmaster
Yeah,
contestant.
Yeah.
We're excited to watch.
Jim O'Hare.
Jim O'Hare.
No, see? What did I get these people? And Stephen Merchant. It's the
I
last
mean,
three there. It's pretty good.
That's
Cool.
That's a good run of
Yeah.
people, that is.
It is Hopper. Even Hopper's impressed. So, do you want to hear some out of context quotes?
Yeah.
From Ashley.
Yes.
Here you are.
I think actually they're all ghosts. And it's like, I hate you. Yeah, if you have really annoying theories about a TV show, I'm going to punish you. You get a fine. We got to shame people for this.
So, now that you heard that,
Yes.
do you agree with the whole, you just cracked your elbow? You alright?
Yes.
Good. Do you agree with the whole, like, if someone has annoying theories about movies or TV shows?
It depends on what the theory is. Or how annoying. I don't get. Oh.
I think Buck and Eddie from 911 will find someone. Doesn't Buck have a sister?
He does.
I think Eddie will end up with the sister. I think it makes sense. It
His
just makes
sister
sense.
is already married to someone else.
But
Happily so.
No. I think she's missing something. She's just like him in a way.
Well,
No.
you just don't know what you're talking about.
Would you imprison me?
Yes.
So you do agree with
Yes,
Ashley?
I agree with her.
That's
Yeah,
absolutely
100%.
fine.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
No, I figured.
I want to know what her annoying theories are, though. Like that she thinks other people from other people.
You're watching Severance at the moment.
I finished watching it. Yes.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think she's into Severance.
Yes.
I have not watched it.
I'm sure people have many annoying theories about that because that's
I
a
think
very
that's the basis for that rule that she was putting in.
that is fair.
What are we going to do now? Do you know what we're going to do now?
What are
we're
we
going to
gonna
talk
do
about where you can find this podcast. Is that your turn?
That's my
to do
job.
it? Yeah.
Threads.
Yeah. Anywhere else?
Bluesky.
Yeah. The second one.
Instagram.
Yeah.
TikTok.
Yeah.
And
you can
Facebook.
Yeah.
I can.
And what would the profile name be for the
It would
podcast?
be Tyrant In Training.
Yeah, or Tyrant Podcast.
Oh,
At
our Tyrant
Podcast. We are
Podcast.
more familiar.
Yeah.
And my own profile is
At Kev Ryan Person.
that's it. At Kev Ryan Person, all one word. And you
Yes.
can find the podcast on its own website, which is tyrantintraining.podcastpage.io.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this isn't Ashley.
Yes.
Yay.
Have fun,
Okay,
everybody.
bye.
Bye from me. And Hopper.
Goodbye. Okay, so with this podcast, I'm kind of wondering, do you reckon you would be like a tyrannical ruler if you were given power? Like,
Honestly,
honestly.
no.
No.
No, I dislike responsibility. I don't like when anyone has to depend on me for anything that is serious, like I don't want to be in the exit row when the plane's going down. So I feel like you make
But
me
you don't have
leader,
to let
I'm
the
gonna
plane
be
go
like,
down.
"God." Yeah, no,
No,
but
you can
like,
keep it
if
up.
yeah, the plane stays up, good. I'll be in the exit row. I want
Right.
the extra space. But if
Yeah.
something's going down,
You're going to switch seats.
nope, turns out I was who could be here. Yeah, someone else, you be in charge, you take control of the island, whatever you think we should do. I am fine. I am so happy to give leadership to other people. So you put me in charge of the island, I'm really going to be like, guys, democracy.
But even if you're not going to get in trouble, like because you're the ruler, you decide what goes. I mean, they can't really give out to you.
And I guess I rules in place, but like even I'd be like, just don't be a dick. Don't be a dick. Come
Ever. Like, what if someone deserves it? Like, like, what do they call that with, like, social shaming? Like when the community comes together to go, stop that kid being a brat.
Yeah.
You'd allow that though, right?
Yeah, yeah. I would allow that. There would be things that I'd be like, we gotta shame people for this. If
Yeah.
they break certain rules, okay. I would like we gotta that's beyond the pale of what I'm okay with in my society. Um, gosh, what are some things that I would be like, you have to go to prison for that?
Do you have a pet
Probably
peeve?
like spoiling a TV show if I say specifically like, "Oh, I'm not caught up on that," and you're like, "Oh my God, the last episode," and I'm like, "I just said I'm not caught up on that. I'm sorry
Even
for
if it's
that."
like
Straight to
Lost.
the gulag. If it's a year, if it's older than a year, fine. If it's older than a year, fine. You can't spoil like the Titanic, something from the 90s or
Yeah.
whatever. Like that's okay. Then I'll
I
allow it. But like the latest Severance, what if I just told you what happened in Severance yesterday right now?
I have not watched it at all.
Exactly.
No, at all. Any episode. So
Exactly.
season one is over. It's
Well,
over a year.
it'd be still a spoiler. You'd be like, "Oh no,"
Oh,
when you're starting, and you'd be like, "I already know what could happen here."
okay. But if it's something like Aliens, then you're fine.
Yeah, then it's like, fine, that's old, you know.
Okay.
Like X-Files, like okay, yeah, you can't spoil that. That's old.
What? Okay.
You know, I will allow spoiler pranks because that's funny to me. I love doing that to
Really?
people where I'm like, "Oh yeah, this is gonna," and then they watch and they're like, "Why did you say it?" And I'm like, "Because wasn't gonna tell you what really happened. Like
Okay.
I wanted you to be excited."
Um,
Because then you get a little surprise. You think you know what's gonna happen. You don't.
you're enjoying Severance? You are?
I am, and I did. I love the show. I think it really did well in its second season. Uh, you know, it is a bit, I think, more fun and messy than people talk about it. Everyone acts like it's this like genius, brilliant show. And I think a lot of it is Ben Stiller being like, I think this is cool, so let's just try it. And it's a good vibe. I'm mostly in it
What
because I like the vibe of the show.
What do you think of the new season that they're moving it to Ireland?
Oh, they are?
Yeah, that's a spoiler for you. It's very
I
true.
know that.
Yeah. Instead, no, yeah. Did I not hear it?
I
No.
I guess that's cool. I love Ireland, so it makes me worry about California and our production tax incentives that so
That's
many
yeah.
productions are
No, in
leaving this.
storyline they're moving to Ireland.
Uh,
They said it in the
oh,
small
like in
print.
the storyline,
Yeah, yeah, in the actual storyline. That's happening.
like Lumen is moving to Ireland.
He decides the only way I'm going to get out of this jam is if I move to County Kerry.
You're tricking
Absolutely not. This
you're
is true.
tricking me.
This is true. I feel okay. I've completely lost sight of the podcast. So you are putting people in jail for spoilers. That's the main thing. That's your main
Yeah,
what do they call
spoilers.
it?
You're in prison.
That's your agenda as ruler of your own country. That's
Yeah,
your first
that's
agenda.
my
Okay.
agenda. Is that you go to prison. If you Yeah, if you have really annoying theories about a TV show, I'm gonna punish you.
Oh.
You get a fine.
Have you any in mind that you're thinking of? Is there any annoying
Oh
theory that
my
you don't
God,
like?
so many like there's set like so many severance theories are just stupid. It's like, do you pay attention to the show? They're like, well, what
Mm,
if like Mark learns to fly and somehow flies out of the building? And it's like, where is that coming from? That's so stupid. Yellow Jackets, I love Yellow Jackets, and people
yes.
have the dumbest theories. Like I can't read stuff about it online because people are like, I think actually they're all ghosts. And it's like, I hate you.
Can I ask? Because I'll be honest, I don't know much about either show, and I feel bad. But do you know the people who still to this day bring up like, why didn't the Eagles just fly the ring into Mordor and destroy the ring that way? Are we? Can we get rid of those people into
Yeah,
prison?
yeah. I hate people who refuse to grant TV and movies, magic. Like you don't stop asking those questions. It's a move. It's just stop. Go with the world that they're creating for you. And if you
Yeah,
don't have whimsy in your heart, you're not in my society. You're out of here.
perfect. And I'm assuming, please, I'm assuming we're immediately we're just not leading people into the country who are like, oh, there's a new James Bond and it's a woman. That's the end of civilization. You're like, no, we're just not doing that silly
Oh, no,
clickbait.
they're not allowed at
You're just
all.
not allowed in
I
the
hate
country.
those people. Not allowed. What do you mean you hate like the Little Mermaid can't be black? The
Di-
mermaids aren't real. The Little Mermaid's not real. She can be purple. It doesn't matter.
Okay, what we'll do is, you need to figure out where you're going to set your country because we don't take over countries, right? We magic up an island for you. So how is your geography?
Pretty
Um,
good. Pretty good.
it's pretty good. Most people are like, oh, it's terrible, which is like it doesn't matter where they're from. It's not like stereotype of
Good sense of
America.
direction. Yeah, I took a lot of geography classes where they, made me write out where the countries were. Even
Ah,
Eastern Europe, there's Elbow or Estonia, Latvia, Belarus, and it makes, so I
do,
feel okay with it.
do you know what you might enjoy? Did you ever play that Wordle game that was going around for ages? Do you know with the
Oh
five letters?
yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
loved work.
There is a version
Yeah.
called Global where you just have the Earth and you have to guess the name of the country and it shows you how close you are to the right country. It's quite fun.
Ooh, that would be fun.
That's not a bad one. So here is a map. Can you see the map of the world?
Yeah, yeah.
Cool. If you, I didn't
So
realize this.
where am I placing my island?
This is where you want to place your island. So you're off over here. Somewhere around there. But yeah, what type of weather would you want?
Oh no, I don't want my island over here at all.
Oh, nowhere near
Goodness
America.
no.
That was direct.
No, are
Yeah,
you
okay.
kidding? We get hurricanes.
All right. You are
We
not
get
in.
hurricanes.
Okay.
It's not going to exist in 20 years.
Okay. Yes.
I actually I'm putting my island in the Mediterranean. I love the weather there.
Have
I
you been?
love,
Yeah.
the saltwater Mediterranean. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it is quite nice. Have you been to like Greece or Italy or Spain or?
I've been to Italy
Yeah,
and
yeah.
that's it. And it was gorgeous.
Beautiful.
Wonderful.
Yeah, no, Italy's lovely. I've been to Rome and down to
It doesn't
Pompeii.
get too cold. Oh, it doesn't get too cold. I
No,
think it would be great.
you'll be perfect. So do you want to set it in near, I mean, somewhere around that boot of Italy?
Yeah, yeah, around the even a little up by Florence between, like Italy and Croatia. The Croatian
Oh,
coast is gorgeous.
I have you been to, I would
So,
love to go to Croatia, but I haven't been yet.
I
But
really want to go. I've never
yeah,
been.
it's meant
I've
to
just heard
be
it's so I've
fantastic.
seen pictures. It's beautiful.
I,
Yeah.
I think if you Google now like the best places to go in Europe, Croatia is very high just on every list. So yeah, it's meant to be fantastic. So
Yeah.
with your country that we're going to set up, do you have any idea what name you're going to give it?
I would probably go with something that honors me, my heritage,
Like your name?
my family. Yeah, it would be something probably stupid,
Do,
like
Rayssia?
my names aren't really I like Rayssia, yeah. That's
Yeah.
nice.
I'm
That's
trying to
pretty.
force Russia and Ray
Yeah.
into a not stupid pun. But would you go with Rayssia? You
Yeah,
want your
I like
name?
that. Rayssia.
Yeah. Okay, we can. Yeah, definitely with the island of Rayssia. I'm gonna spell
It'd be
that
like
as.
we're Ratian.
Are you, the more I think that's not. That's fine. You're
Okay.
Ratian, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
Ratian. I love
yeah.
it.
Okay, yeah.
Welcome to Rasia.
Rayssia. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It works. Have you any idea what your official title is going to be?
Yeah. I probably would want like a really solid position, like title.
Hmm.
I would be fine with just a president. Something that's just kind of simple. Like I'm in charge here. Even just mayor. I like mayor actually.
Is
I feel like
president too
mayors are
much?
cool.
Yeah, mayor. Like once, like
Yeah, that's too much. Mayor is like, I'm friendly, I'm here for you, but I'm a mayor. I can't do anything, everything. I'm a
you
mayor.
can't
There's
do
limits to
anything for
this, but
people.
I'm here for you.
You're setting limitations or
Yeah.
expectations on
But
people's.
but it's like I'm your mayor and I'm here to hear you. And oh, I maybe I can do that. Let me see what strings I can pull. But I'm not making promises because I'm the mayor.
So are you gonna be like approachable for the Ratians? Like, are
Oh
you gonna
yeah,
be out in the street?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I,
I'll be out in the street. People can come see me. I'll live right in the town. I don't even want a fancy White House or anything or mayor's house. Just I'll be amongst my people.
do you want something like? Well, I know it's not. I mean, it's still fancy, but like Downing Street in England, where they just have the like black door. Like it looks like a normal door.
Yeah,
You want.
yeah, yeah. Something like yeah. Just
Do you want?
put with a bunch of row houses. Just get me in here with people.
Do you need security?
We don't know. We wouldn't even have police. I like my this isn't either my country, we're chill. We don't
Yeah,
need police. We don't need security. I'll be a dick. And why would you want to be a dick? I'm
exactly. Why
Ratian.
make things difficult? So I love it. This is perfect. So you don't need security. You just have a normal house for a normal mayor.
Yeah.
So would it be like
It's
would I
chill.
call you Mayor Ashley or Mayor Ashley Ray?
I think just mayor.
Just Mayor. Okay, we can
Just
just do
mayor.
mayor. Yeah.
Just mayor. Yeah.
Now, if people are calling you
Yeah.
Ashley, like if
I
they're
like
not,
mayor, but not my name. Just mayor.
if people are calling you Ashley,
Yeah. If yeah, I would prefer mayor, but yeah, if we get close, yeah, you can say Ashley.
but if someone's out in the
If
street,
you know,
like a
but if I
stranger, if they shout Ashley, are you?
no, they gotta say mayor.
What
Yeah.
happens if they
Then
don't?
it's excuse me, I'm the I'd probably just give him a stern look. I'd say, what's wrong? What's your real issue here? We're a
Okay.
talking society. We talk things out.
And if they say, well, you know what? I don't think, you should call yourself mayor. I think you're just one of us. You're a normal person. So I'm going to call you Ashley, whether you like it or not. Oh my God, I sound like a dick.
I would be
Sorry.
like, see? And then
Yeah.
it's like, you're being a dick, so leave. Or you're being a dick to the gulag.
Oh God, you have a gulag.
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like a gulag is much worse than a prison or a jail. If you don't have a police,
You focus more on the work element. See, it's a gulag to improve society. It's like they're building good things like schools.
I mean, it's a gulag, Ashley. Really, you
It's
could
better
have
than
picked a
sitting
different
in a
name.
prison cell.
Yeah, but
Yeah, no, I'm just saying there's better than sitting in a prison all day. Or like a work camp. Like
oh God, this is horrible. I feel like there's a dark underbelly to this country of Rayssia. Okay, yeah, no, you have a
yeah,
gulag.
it's all chill, and if you're cool, sure, you go to a gulag, but just don't be a dick. Like it's very simple to
Right.
not be a dick.
Yeah, but that gulag, you're never coming
Like
out
we're
of
chill
it.
about
This is
so much.
awful.
Like if you're gonna be a dick, it's like, what
Okay.
are we supposed to do with you?
Okay, I'm a little bit worried, but okay, you're the mayor, you're fine. Can I ask? I always say there's 10 million people on your island. I just use it as a round number. That's twice as many Irish people. I thought that'd be good. But is that too
Yeah,
many? Do you want how
yeah,
many?
that's too many. I don't want that many people.
All right.
God, a 10 million?
Yeah, you don't have to talk to all of them.
I was thinking I was thinking like 100. I was thinking of like a
100 people.
small civil, like yeah, like a little
You
like
have
a
a
colony type
gulag.
deal.
You have a gulag for 100 people.
Yeah, that really makes it effective. You don't want to be like the two people in the gulag.
So there's two people in your gulag. So there's 98 free people and two.
And everybody's like, "Oh, we all know Steve and Brenda, they're in the gulag." And that's even more shame and embarrassing. Like
That is, yeah,
versus if
yeah.
it's like we have a gulag problem in this country of 10 million and it's like, "Oh, that's so abstract to me." But if it's 100, those two guys and they suck. And you're like, "I don't want to be in the gulag."
Yeah, but you know what? The more I think about it, either a sitcom or just a movie about two people in a gulag in a utopia, it's kind of appealing to me. Okay. Right. Raisha is wonderful. So you don't have a mention. You're a normal mayor in a lovely 100 people. Okay. With your country's working fine, by the way,
That's
right?
small. Maybe
Yeah.
okay, maybe like as big as Iceland. They're
No, no,
tiny
no,
like
no.
that. Like it's what it
We'll go with 100 people. We won't change a thing for you.
okay.
Everyone has houses. Don't worry.
What size? Like 400,000 people or something.
I can tell you how much. Iceland has, yeah, 380,000. God, that's very good. You said 400,000, right?
Right on almost.
Well done.
Yeah.
Jesus. Okay, so you have your normal house. You clothes wise, like your official attire. Are you wearing anything fancy or is it just normal every day?
I would ban all fancy clothes. I don't want that. I don't need you dressing up. We don't need that. This is a simple place. Be comfortable. Be
No
comfortable.
tuxedos.
No, unless you want to wear it if that's what you
Yeah,
like,
I'd
if
like
that's how you
to.
feel your back.
Yeah.
Then if that's you and your back, go for it. But I'm gonna be comfortable. Okay.
Okay.
Sweatpants,
Absolutely
whatever you
fine.
want. Whatever makes your soul glow. That's
Yes.
that's what I think. But there's no, oh, you're the mayor, you gotta dress like this. Oh, this is as fancy. No. This is we don't do that.
Brenda and Steve, I believe, are in the gulag. They would like to wear tuxedos, the
Yeah,
two of them. Are they allowed?
sure. If that's what they need in the gulag.
Yeah, that's the sentence you're
That's
proud to
if
say.
that's what makes them comfortable in there. If
Yeah,
that's what makes them comfortable in there, they can have tuxedos.
they they live
Might be
off
messy,
gruel.
but
They live off gruel, so they need to look good. By the way, because you're the supreme tyrannical mayor of the island of Rayssia. I know you have a normal house and there's no frills really to it. Is there anything you want in it that's just a bit fancy? Like, do you want to splurge on one thing? Right? I mean, you're the ruler of a
I
country.
mean, yeah, I mean, I'd say we have definitely an amusement park, a movie theater, and one of those movie theaters where you can eat food while you watch the movie. So like a nice one.
Oh, they bring down the
Um,
food. Yeah.
yeah, where they bring
But
food and it's like the nice big chairs where you can like really lay back and get comfortable while
yeah,
you
yeah.
watch.
Is there any perk for you specifically that you want? Because I feel like if you have so much power
Oh,
and money,
just
you should have one thing that you go like, this is my thing, you
oh
know?
yeah. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I mean personally I would probably have like a greenhouse where I'm exclusively like growing weed and that would just be for me.
That's what you're doing all day, every day. It's just so that weed is
Yeah,
just for
that
you.
and actually it becomes our biggest import export. That's what we're given to the world is I'm growing the weed, we're ex and then that's how we function as a society.
God, you're doing a lot of work. So out of your greenhouse, you're supplying the world with the top quality.
I mean, it's my agree. I'm not the one actually doing the work. I have
Right.
that's what Brenda the gulag job is that they're working in my greenhouse.
Right.
There you go.
Oh, okay. So the gulag is just a term for your big, massive greenhouse that you force two people to work in.
Yeah, and they're
Makes
running it and they're, drying the wheat, curing it, doing they're that's all them.
You're getting all the money though.
Yeah,
Like
of course. Yeah, in the
naturally,
country.
naturally. Yeah,
The
yeah, but you
country,
are the
our
country. So
GDP.
yeah, okay, okay. All right, I've
Well,
got
yeah.
it. It's
Yeah,
all
I'm making sure there's schools for another, 99 people on the island.
you're morally okay, I think. You're fine. I have a question though. And it's not a great one. Even though actually it's very handy because there's 100 people. Your approval rating is 98%. Two people in the country don't like you. I wonder who. But the rest of them
Well,
do.
it's probably Stephen Brennan, the
Probably Steve
gulag.
and Brenda.
So
Can I ask, do you think they have,
yeah, they're in a gulag.
is there a thing going on with Steve and Brenda?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I think they find love in each other in there.
Yeah, but
I
I
mean,
bet they're a
in
messy
hell,
couple.
oh
Like
yeah. I
they're
mean,
not a good
they know
couple.
if they weren't in this situation, they wouldn't be together.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
very trauma bond.
Do you think honestly they should be together?
No,
No, I
no.
don't either.
But I also understand like they're in a situation I can't possibly understand, and you got to do what you got to do to
Yeah,
survive the gulag.
it's not your business, not your boat. Okay, the question I was going to ask is there is like any ruler of any community, a scandal is going to break out at some point, right, involving you. Right? People, the rest of the people are going to find out. It means that your approval rating goes from 98% down to 81%. So 17 more people aren't happy with you. The good thing is you get to
Yeah.
pick what the scandal is.
Ooh. Yeah, I think it would be cutting in line at my own amusement park. I would never wait in a line, and I think people will get upset about that.
Oh, you're just brazen about it. Like you
She
have
acts like she's such a down to earth mayor. She refuses to wait. Yeah, I get. I'm like, I'm not waiting in a line, and I go right to the front, and they hate this. They hate it. They hate me for it.
okay. So what your I guess one of your pals or your advisors would say is, look, we think you need to face this scandal head on, right? Would you go onto the local news? Well, I mean, the local news is just the news because it's 100 people, and sit down with the interviewer and say, confront this, right? Because you need to get ahead of this scandal. Would you do that?
Yeah, I was like, look, I know a lot of people are upset that I refuse to wait in a line,
They're very
but
upset.
I am the mayor. I have things to do. I have things to attend to, things to get to. I don't have time to wait in a line.
But everyone else does, is what you're saying. You're too good for a
Yeah,
line.
they're not the mayor. Yeah, I'm too, yeah. And
So
if you
you're telling
disagree with
everyone you're
that,
better than them. Yeah.
if you disagree, we have so many beds available in the gulag because there's only currently two people in there. So
Okay. So you're saying if anyone doesn't like it, you're sending them to the gulag to work in your cannabis factory.
who has a problem with the mayor cutting in line?
Well, they've been waiting two
Don't be a dick
hours.
about it. You decided to wait in a line for 2 hours. That was going to be a 2 hour wait, whether I got in line or not.
But it took longer as soon as you bust your ass through it the whole line. Like,
Or it's like a restaurant, and then I get there, and it's like, well, that's going to be another 2 hour for the table.
yeah,
Sure.
yeah.
But hey, I'm the mayor. I
So
got things
there's
to go get.
Okay,
I don't have the time to wait. I don't
right.
have the 2 hours.
You people do. We'll send those extra 17 people to the
Yeah.
gulag. So,
I got exporters, importers to talk to. I got world leaders to communicate with.
yeah, okay. If the world leaders say, look, we don't really appreciate you locking up people just because they're upset about you cutting in line, are you telling those world leaders, get into my gulag, or are you just telling them to shut up?
They're not here. This isn't their country. They don't know our customs, and it's actually probably racist of them to judge our culture in that way.
Right. Okay. Yes. Yes. I'm trying to work out, is it racist or racist? Because it's Rayssia.
Both.
It's both. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. What seemingly mundane kind of everyday item is banned in Rayssia? What would you decide is not allowed?
Ooh. I so many things come to mind.
Right.
Uh, God, I want to say leaf blowers because they're so annoying.
Do they not work better
You
though
know,
than just rakes?
I'm gonna go with those really bright car headlights. I don't know if you guys have these in Ireland, but in America, people will like swap out the lights in their headlights to these like blinding
Um,
bright LED lights that like if you are
yeah.
on a road you cannot see. That's not allowed.
Thank you. Yes, because a lot of new cars have that as well, where it just
Yeah.
feels like more and more now you're being blinded by, yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Like, do you have your brights on? Like, turn your, and they don't have, that's just the light. And it's horrible.
do you ever, I don't know, do you ever do the thing, and it isn't a good thing to do, but am I good as that? But if you have a car coming towards you and they leave their lights on or they have something like that, do you ever get tempted to like put your lights full on just as you're passing them, just so they get a bit of
I do.
yeah, right? Because you're
Mhm.
like,
Oh, I will.
you're a
I
dick.
flash my brights to be like, you're so, it's so bright.
Yeah.
I'll do that. I'll flash my brights and be like,
Yeah, no,
you're
that
blinding people. How does this feel?
I'm glad that's the first time someone has mentioned that, and you're very right. I'm fully on board with that. So,
Yeah,
leaf blowers, you're not allowing. Stick to rakes and those LED lights. Perfect.
yeah, the LED light.
The country of Rayssia, what unusual list would it be top of in the world? So I'm sure it has the happiest people and everything else, but what unusual list would it
Oh, yeah.
would it be top of?
I think it would be like a number one stoner destination. People would come far and wide to try our weed. We would be like top number one like dispensaries in the world. And I think we would have like the most roller coasters per capita. Really, I'm thinking huge amusement park here.
I mean, there's only 100 of you. How
Also,
many?
there's 100 people on this. It's not like anyone is gonna have to wait in a line super long for anything.
Except for the restaurant if you're going in for 2 hours.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's another thing we're at the top of the list. We have the best restaurant. So that's why there's this wait. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Everyone's going eating out the whole time. I'm gonna check what country has the most roller coasters in the world. I
I would
mean,
guess that's America. If it's not America, what are we doing?
what is the point? Yeah, you have enough land. If there's countries with the most roller coasters, surely it'll say America. Although China might be.
That's our whole. Oh, that's yeah.
Top five countries roller coasters. Oh, well, this is a bit of a letdown because they don't actually. They go
Was
here.
like, oh,
They,
nobody knows.
they say here's a table showing the top five countries, and then tis gone. I will check one more time, and I'll
Oh,
be able to.
I found a world roller coaster database.
Oh,
Says China has the most, representing 28.4% of the world's total roller coasters.
so you're gonna have
And then the
more.
United States is second.
You're gonna have more roller coasters than
Yeah.
China.
So we're having more than China. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. And how many did it
More
say
than
they
a
were at?
thousand. 1,855.
So you're gonna have like
1,856 roller coasters.
you're gonna have about like 19 roller coasters per person on your
Exactly. So
island.
who's even waiting in a line?
Okay, maybe they did overreact about the line for the yeah, okay. I rescind my outrage.
Like even more like, why do you have a problem with skipping when it's like, what issue do come on?
Yeah, yeah. You have 19. I've never gone on 19 roller coasters. Okay. I is there anyone for the number one drug capital of the world? Top 20 countries with the highest.
Probably.
I'm gonna have a quick look on this.
If
If
I had to
it
guess, I'd say Amsterdam, probably
number
number
five,
one weed.
it's saying is Croatia. Which another reason to go. Yeah, geez, I didn't even think that. Brazil is number 4. Austria number 3. Yeah, you'd think it'd be Netherlands, wouldn't you? The Australia is number 2 and America's number 1. So yeah, you're pushing Australia down to number 3. So you're the cannabis capital of the world, right?
Yeah.
And roller coasters. I bet, are they a good mix? Are they?
Yeah, I think so. It's a great.
Is it? Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So fun, unless you are afraid of roller coasters and you get a panic attack or something. That would probably be bad, but
surely the good cannabis will calm down the panic attack.
yeah.
Yeah, you'll be
We'll
fine.
just make sure you get an indica. You get we're very strict about it. Yeah.
Okay, you'll be good. All right. So there is a knock on your door. Knock, knock, knock. Knock, knock, knock. So
Hello.
are you opening the door or are you just
Who
saying
is
hello?
it?
Oh, it's Paul. I look after the
I'm
finances. Yeah, you open the door. Yeah, I'm Paul. I'm your finance person. I'm just checking out the money in the country. Okay. I have news for you,
Yeah.
Mayor. I checked the finances and we have a lot of money in the country because thanks to the weed, the cannabis. The people who are not in the gulag would like to build you a monument, like a world wonder, something to celebrate you.
Mm.
I know you're not really into that, but it's for them more than you. Do you know what I mean? It's they want to celebrate you. So they're not very creative. What should we build you?
Oh, I mean, like, I'd love like a water slide. Like we extend the amusement park, we add a water feature, so that just a water park maybe dedicated to me could be nice with a central fountain or something.
You have over 1,900 roller coasters, and not one of them was a
That's
water.
pure roller coaster.
It's just
No,
pure.
yeah, that's pure amusement park roller coaster. Water park is different. That's different.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I'm just thought after nearly 2,000 of them, someone would have put in a bit of water. But okay, so you're building the greatest
Those are
water
pure
slide,
dry ride.
right?
Yeah, yeah.
You're building the greatest water slide. This is going to be a marvel of the world. We'll get right on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it wraps around like a fountain shaped like me, and that's how it goes.
Oh Jesus, are we making that like marble or stone or gold statue of it?
Gold, hopefully.
Gold.
Yeah.
So this is Eiffel Tower
No,
level.
I feel like it's hard. I feel like it'd be probably hard to water slide down gold, so we can probably do plastic.
Oh yeah, but your statue is
Like
gold,
get hot.
and in the right.
Oh yeah, that can be, and then the
And then the plastic will work, yeah. And we're talking like Eiffel Tower, Statue of Liberty size. Like you were huge.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
pretty
okay.
size for sure.
You started off in a
This
nice.
is gonna be a giant.
You started off in a nice little
Well, it's
cottage.
not for me.
It isn't. It isn't. You're right.
It's not
You're right.
for the people. This is a public water. This is for everyone to enjoy.
Yeah, but you still immediately went to. They should build me a gold statue to celebrate.
A water slide for them to enjoy, and if they want to make it look like me, okay.
Are you going to cut in line to go onto the water slide first?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I'm never gonna wait in a line. I'm never gonna line up.
Right.
I'll never be in a line. You'll never see me in a line.
Do
Never
you
a queue on a line? None of it.
Do you genuinely like? You don't like queuing? I take it.
I hate waiting in lines. I hate it so much.
Okay, when you came onto this podcast, you had to go into a waiting room.
I don't have the patience for it.
You had to go into a waiting room. I'm so sorry.
I did.
So I knew you were so angry when you first came on.
I didn't mind because I was 10 minutes late, so I already felt that. So it was like, okay.
Right. There's a bad thing. Those people in the gulag, they may have tried to form a coup attempt. Now we've caught them. What do you want us to do with them?
Well, yeah, there's only 2 of them.
No, there was like 18.
Send them back. Oh, right. The other people went.
The other people, yeah.
Well, they're going back. Now they lose some privileges.
They're not allowed to wear
No
their tuxedos.
Now they gotta wear scratchy uniforms. Yeah, they're losing privileges.
Okay, but at least that's good. There is a knock on your door again. Knock, knock, knock. Knock, knock, knock.
Hello.
Okay, you open the door, I presume, when you say hello. Yeah.
Yeah, open the door.
It is Paul again. Paul is just saying hello. He's just letting you know that your statue and everything is built. The water slide is built and it's perfect. Paul is going to go on holidays to Croatia for 9 weeks because he saved up his holiday hours. Right. Just wants to let you know, it turns out when he looked at the finances, there was a minus sign. So we were actually in debt. So we're actually heavily in debt now. Thanks. So have you any idea how to make money? Paul is going to go across the water to Croatia for 9 weeks. But anyway, do you have any way of making money?
Well, I hear they love drugs in Croatia. That's our biggest export. I'm turning Paul into a mule. Paul is going to be drug trafficking and bringing money back into the country.
So you're going to make him ingest so much drugs, or just carry as much as he can into Croatia.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Right.
Into Croatia.
Okay. He could be put in jail for a long time. I'm assuming.
That's Croatia's laws.
That's their problem.
Here, he'd have a free pass.
Okay, so that's how you're going to make money. You're making Paul into a drug dealer.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, poor Paul. All right. So
he's a smart guy. He'll make it through.
And does he still have his job as finance minister at the end of it?
Of course. Yeah.
Oh, good. Yeah, that's fine. Thanks. No, I'm glad you didn't feel the need to punish Paul.
No one will suspect him because of a finance minister in a suit. No way.
Yeah, no. Your whole country is hooked on the stuff. At some point you have to figure out who's your heir, right? Who's going to take over running of Rayssia. I'm sure you don't want to be working the rest of your life anyway on this garbage island. The only thing I have to ask, the last question I have to ask is who would you have as your heir? And it has to be someone in real life.
Yeah. I would probably go with Blue Ivy Carter. I feel like she has a really good head on her head, head on her shoulders.
Do you reckon she would do it? Do you think she'd want to live in near Croatia?
I think she would. Probably travels a lot. She's probably been to the Mediterranean area. She probably would want a mansion, but she takes over. That's her thing. She can do that.
Are you worried that what is she, like 10? What age is she? She's young, right?
12 or 13 now.
Yeah. Okay. Do you think she should be in charge of the drug capital of the world? Sorry.
Yeah, I have full faith in her.
She'll be fine. Yeah. Okay. And you're gonna stay on the island.
Yeah.
And you'll hang out on the island, just chilling out.
Yeah.
One quick thing: when you are not in charge, are you gonna still be cutting in line, saying I'm the ex-mayor?
Yeah. It's like a grandfathered, like a lifetime thing. Of me being. It's like I never will wait in a line.
Never. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Ashley Ray, thank you so much.
It's actually an honor to let me skip in the line. They're like, oh, I'm so lucky the mayor skipped ahead of me today, and I'm like, you're welcome.
Would you, let's say now I'm there visiting as a friend, would you say, come on, you're skipping in line with me? Or are we...
Of course, if anyone with me is also skipping, yeah.
Yeah, you're not just moving ahead.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. Okay, so Ashley Ray, thank you so much for showing me a wonderful, pleasant utopia with a gulag. I am wondering, where do people find you online and offline and everything else, or what are you up to?
Yeah, you can follow me at the Ashley Ray on all platforms. You can check out my debut comedy album, Ice Cream Money, wherever you listen to music and albums. It's on Spotify, Apple Music, all of that. I got some shows coming up, not in Ireland, but I'd love to go to Ireland sometime. So yeah.
That's absolutely. We queue for a lot of things patiently though, so you will not be able to get away with that. Okay, thank you so much, and thanks everyone for listening. And this is Ashley Ray. Goodbye.